the sea. Catching fish is where I'll be, come rain or sunny skies. I'm gonna grab my fishing line, yes, we're taking out some time. That's fishing. This has been a fishing tale, just like Jonah and the whale. No place I'd rather be. Yes, we're casting out a line, everybody's feeling fine. That's fishing. That's fishing. Yeah, that's fishing.
Yes! That's fishing, Victorian style. Right, Steve, we're on this morning, day 2.
Yeah, on day 2. Been trawling for about, I'd say an hour. Just got a double hook up. And that one there's pretty close.
Yeah, we got one on here.
I'll just grab the net. Grab the net up the side, please.
Yeah, baby, you got mine. Nice Albie. Steve's coming through with the net.
Work out which way the net is. Just don't lift the net.
There we go, beautiful.
Oh, sweet, mate, sweet.
Ready?
Two bloody beauties.
Yeah.
Yes! All right. That is awesome.
Just watch your feet with these hooks, okay?
Yep.
So, that's the only thing about nets though, with trebles, they still tend to
Yeah,
tangle.
they don't mix, do they?
No.
All right.
If I get him in, I shall pet him. Every day. He's coming.
There we go. So I'm taking some fish here. Rocking around a bit.
Feed in the line, mate. Feed the line, it's side to side. There we go, mate. Good man, well done.
Mate, I can see him. Unfortunately, Luke was a little bit cooked yesterday, and this is his first fish.
Get out, mate, on
Come on. Acil bakayım o şınavıza.
There we go. Steve's going to net this Albie again.
the shotgun.
Beautiful.
Oh, yeah!
He's not going nowhere now.
Let's get to lift him up. Keep settle down, mate.
Really? Pick him up. Beautiful, mate.
Right on.
That's it.
Oh, look where he's hooked.
Stuff.
Underneath.
Hang on to him hard. Hang on to him. That's it, buddy.
What? Starting to smell fishy.
Right, and Steve's quickly putting the lines out so we can get another couple of hookups. Excellent stuff, Steve.
Hey, George. Good start anyway, a couple of albies.
Yes.
Ready to go. Hold on tight.
Come here, I've got you. Sit, Damien.
All right, let me turn around. Oh,
Here we go.
there we go. Give it a big bear hug, mate.
Ah, yum.
Oh, you're right there, mate. Right out that way, mate. Jaw winds up in there. Go over there, so tight.
Slow down, Steve.
Get lift that, mate. Right out, hold it out.
There you go. Nice big Steve.
Oh, nice, nice.
Nice bluefin.
I think he was hungry.
You reckon?
I think he was hungry.
Oh,
Yeah. Definitely glowing.
There it is with that new UV glow stuff that we got from Mick from Hooked on Bait and Tackle. He said it'd work.
Yeah, it did.
Like lure, we've had a few hits on this lure today.
Yeah, that's the like.
Very nice.
That's cool.
Yep.
The old Richter soft heads are doing pretty good today.
Here we go.
There to go.
Leader.
Don't bring her out.
Got it?
There we go.
Nice one.
3 times. Play a big head.
Yep. So, Steve, how you find the new design gas?
Mate, they're so light. I mean, just like really light, strong. They've got removable tip.
Yep.
You know, very sharp. So if that does happen to get damaged or something, you can unscrew it, replace it. You know,
Beautiful.
very nice, very light. Seem to be doing a good job anyway.
Yeah.
Only got 1 hook up that time.
That's all right, mate.
One at a time, we don't mind. Slowly but surely. This will be number 6, which is plodding along. Not sure what it is.
Now, why do you like leaving the ratchet tight?
Oh, just so that when they get turned off while they're fighting a fish, when I go to feed them out again, I just naturally just put the lever down and let them feed out. And sometimes, if it's a diver, it'll get an overrun. So I like to have the ratchet on all the time. Plus, I know what's going on with the fish.
You can hear it all the time.
Yeah, if it's running or just what's going on.
Especially if one of your customers haven't been fishing before.
Yeah, just so I know what basically just so I know what's
You
going on.
can hear it without looking.
Yeah. Putting up a bit of a fight.
Good.
Start dragging around to your right as soon as you can. Get them away from the pointy end for these motors. And start dragging them around the side. So I'm going to give us a bit of spin. Simon,
Yep.
to your left. That's it. Sweep yourself that way. We'll turn you around. That's all right. Make it a bit easier for you.
All good. There we go. Got him.
Fuck me.
He's not,
Say that loud.
not even that big.
Ah,
you
you
put
gave
him
up a
Just
fight.
on steroids.
Yeah. You happy?
Very happy, sweet as.
There we go.
Gentlemen, thank you.
All right.
That.
Right, got him, mate. I got him. Something for moving. Mate, for a little hour he gave you a buggery, didn't he?
He certainly did.
Hey,
There was
right,
a lot of head
right.
shaking going on.
Yep.
Let him go, man.
Sorry, mate.
Doc,
Didn't
which
want
is
him
your
to.
phone?
Hey,
Which is your phone?
in my pocket here.
Get the D-hooker,
Yep.
slide it over the top of that,
Yep.
grab her old tight, give her a good tug, and out she comes.
Beautiful.
Didn't need the old pliers, come in
No.
handy.
There you go, mate.
This is a life.
So it's your shout at the pub.
Sounds good to me.
Rightio, Simon.
Yeah, that's fishing. Yeah, that's fishing.
Hi and welcome to Tackle Talk this week. We've got Big Mick with us. Some new products, mate.
Some funky new products coming out just in time for the kingy and tuna season.
Yep.
We've got some 7-inch soft plastics that have
Yep.
just arrived by Castaic. They're awesome plastic to use, especially for chasing these kingies and tuna. We've got a plastic that's super tough. So a lot of soft plastic, if I grab them and stretch them, they'll tear quite easily. So you can imagine a kingy or a tuna coming in and grabbing on there and twisting and turning. Some plastics will tear and fall apart. These guys won't do it. The other good thing about these particular soft plastics, we've got a very soft tail in there. So you only need to use subtle actions there to get him to swim, especially if you've got fish that are being a little bit cautious about coming up and getting a bait. I can slow that right down, just tap the tip of my rod and get that big fat paddle tail on there, kicking across and working for me, rather than having to work it through the water at 100 miles an hour. Saying that too, if I'm out there, and we've got salmon, tuna or kingies busting up on the surface, we can just speed rip that through the water and she will just swim quite naturally like a fleeing bait fish as well.
Okay, yep.
Which is awesome. We can rig it up with the jig head on there, with the hook obviously sticking right out. If we're going to go and chase barra perhaps or something like that, and you know, we can do it as a weedless hookup setup as well, so we can drag it through lily pads and things like that without it getting caught up
When
as
you
well.
say a weedless hookup, what do you mean by that?
Okay, instead of your conventional hook sticking all the way up there,
Yep.
you'll see that we've got a little cavity
Oh, okay.
across the top there.
Yep.
Right, so effectively the point of my hook is laying in there. So I can drag that through a lily pad or a bit of debris across the water and I'm not getting it caught up in the weed. But when the fish does come through and grab it, because being a soft plastic, pushes
Just
down the
push
plastic,
down on it.
yep, and sets the hook straight into the mouth of the fish.
And what's with the big paddle? Because a lot of soft plastics don't have that big round.
As I was saying before, it's designed so I'll get that really big thumping action through the water.
Yep.
Again, because it's got such a big paddle, it's going to give a lot of noise and commotion through the water. It's going to drag a lot of
a bit of
attention.
thump
through the water.
Yep.
As well as sitting there in a current line, if I'm fishing on the barra again, I'll use that as an example, I can sit that in the current line. If I'm dragging a conventional lure out nice and quick, I'm pulling it out of that strike zone. So I can sit that in along that snag with a little bit of current or tide running, and I can just shimmy my rod and that's going to swim.
So it acts like a little parachute, I suppose.
Well, not so much as a tail, just swimming. It's like a bait fish just holding his line in the current line. So he's sitting there holding his line, and I can keep it in that strike zone as long as I can.
Oh, okay then.
Whereas if I'm using a conventional casting lure, I'm pulling it straight out of the snag, and if he's hold up really hard, he won't come out. I can keep it in the strike zone a lot longer.
Oh, ripper.
So it's an advantage to that.
And you've got different colours?
A lot of different colours, natural type bait colours, so good light colours there for the kingy boys and so forth.
Yep.
You've got yakka style colours there as well. This is a really good universal colour. Hopefully it shows up on the camera that you're going from a naturally sort of colour to a purple hue sliding through it, so it's awesome, especially in full light. It works really well, as well as some gold colours and that for the big barra boys up north.
Good stuff.
Awesome fun.
All right, for any of this information, go to that'sfishing.com.au, get to the big fella here and find out all about it.
That's it.
Looks like a bit of a spider's web behind us. We just got to sort all the lines out. We had 3 hits. Got one on the diver. Simon's just going to keep the boat straight. We're just going to maybe sometimes when you're going slow you might hook another one. But they're all sitting pretty good at the back, as you can see. They're all green lines everywhere. So hopefully I might just move this one because it's going across.
Even though we're in the sun mode.
Right, no, you're right.
That's it, take your time.
These
The
guys are
guys
on.
on beside us. The one behind us. They're on. Yeah, we've just come right up and beside us. And they all got strikes as well. There we go. Yeah, we're going to have
Look at all the
to...
lines at the back too, boys.
Keep, mate. Keep going.
Hit the back of the boat.
Still going.
Just nudge it in here a bit forward, so a bit bigger. Yeah, massive changes. We'll both on rock. We'll probably keep going. We're going to probably hook up here, boys. Right, keep going. Drag it away from that side. Keep going, guys. Keep going.
How we going, bud?
Jeez, it's pulling hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the motor's in gear.
I'm not sure.
Don't forget to put the line. Gonna put the line across. Keep going across. Good. Sun's right in the wrong spot today.
Right, back off the dog. Past them now.
Go back off. Back off.
Wow, that is pulling hard.
Keep going, mate. That's it. Feel good.
We're going to have to do foxes in the thing.
Make it go
going to the gym. Just keep doing this.
Yeah, that's fishing. Yeah, that's fishing.
Hi and welcome to That's Fishing. Today we're talking about LED lights for your boats, guys, and as you saw on our last season we were talking to Paul from Bright Lights and we're talking about LED lights for our boats, floodlights, everything like that. Now this is the one from last season that we dropped in the water to 30 metres, and I'm not joking, we've never washed it, just to prove a point, Paul.
Yep.
Never washed it, and it's still got mud from where we were sitting on the bottom of the floor. Now these things are full waterproof. They're meant for four-wheel drives, trucks, what else?
Well, they give even on boats.
On boats,
Even on
of course, on boats,
If
yeah.
you've got something to reflect off of,
Yep,
these will light it up.
yeah, that's it.
They're IP68 rated, and that's what you want for all your boats.
Explain to people what the IP68 really means.
Well, your IP68, there's a lot of different categories.
Yep.
And it's from whether dust can enter the product, whether
Yep.
a screwdriver can enter the product, whether your fingers can enter a product.
Yep.
You've got your IP65, 67, and 68.
Yep.
Which are the most common that you hear about in the boating side of it. 65 is you can jet wash it,
Okay then.
you know, but you wouldn't submerse it.
Okay.
67, you can submerse it up to about 15 centimetres,
Okay.
which isn't a lot, you know,
But it works.
but yeah, if you're washing down your boat, okay, no problems.
Yep.
But we're talking serious, 30 metres. I mean, the
30 metres.
GoPro itself is rated at 30 metres.
It is. If
So-
you actually look, it says 97 feet, I think it says on the packet, and that's 30 metres basically, roughly. And that's what we're going to mount here. That's how much cable we've got.
Yep.
So we're going to chop this one off.
Yeah, really,
And-
anything that's on a boat should be IP68.
Yeah. Well, how much is it? Because a lot of people are going to ask, how much power do these actually take?
Take, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they are, like the one that you've got in
Yep,
your hand
this one
there,
here.
they're, what's that, 8 3-watt LEDs,
Yep.
so it's about 21 watt, 24 watt.
24 watt, yeah.
Should do me maths.
My maths is terrible today, too.
24 watt, so it's about 2 amp.
But,
So,
okay.
but the thing is, we don't drive the LEDs to their full capacity.
Yep.
So you would expect that to be drawing probably about 1.2. 1.2 amp, which is
And-
nothing. You'll put it so you can work this out.
Yep.
Your normal anchor light globe
Yeah.
draws about 1.8 amp.
Well, there you go. 1.8.
1.8 amp, and
it's a
normally just
little
gives you a
globe.
little globe.
Yeah.
And that there, as you said, you know,
It's-
huge amount of light.
Yep. We
the
actually
same
had
current
this on the surf beach and it lit up the whole surf beach. Just that. We were absolutely amazed. It really was.
Yeah,
And
it's-
imagine what this is going to do.
That's right. I mean, the amount of light that you get out now for the same power draw
Yep.
is just it's chalk and cheese.
Chalk and cheese.
Yeah.
And don't forget, all sorts of LED lights. Go to the website, that'sfishing.com. Get straight to these guys. And I've got thousands of different LEDs. Like, think of something, it's bound to plug in and turn on,
That's
isn't
right.
it?
Whether it be for the boat, the four-wheel
Four-wheel
drive, the house,
trucks, house,
Yeah.
just you name it, there's a lot. And your tail lights on boats,
That's right.
all waterproof
All
LED,
IP68.
all IP68. So don't forget, that'sfishing.com.au. Follow the links, guys, straight to Paul. And you'll send it to him or something like that?
Yeah.
Oh, no, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Probably an Albion in the middle of nowhere. On steroids. Every time the colonel looks at the fish when it comes up, what does it do? Runs away.
Love you too.
That's it. Keep that rod tip under the nose. Shortly ones, that's all right. Short parts get them up quicker. All right. Got the hang of this game now, haven't you?
Yep.
2 days and he's onto it.
Oh.
I think it's a blue. No, it's a Albion. He's very feisty too.
There he is.
Big wings on him. Stop whining when you get to the beach. Don't lift his head out of the water. Wine, another wine. That's right. Gotta get him swimming around too. Yeah, fish under. Let him swim around. He's not done yet, he's pretty green. He's got enough on 24. Let's lift up your rod. Wine. Stop there. Let him go round, he settled, now great. Just let him go round. That's it, let him come round, lift it up.
Got him.
He's a good Albie.
Right, who's going on it? Grab that one. Grab that one. Wine out and see. Take that one, just sort of hold it. Well, pass the rod back here.
Righto, we're getting the rods out the way again. We've had 2 hookups.
Then you can go for it now, won't you? Just straight, Simon.
Where's wrong?
Let some line
Now what? One on this side.
Come right round on it. Oh yeah, what do you have? Yeah, that way.
On the purple again.
Yeah, purple, that way.
There we go, mate.
Both divers, eh?
Yeah, and with the divers again.
You going? I'm going to put this straight away.
Oh, it's coming, it's right. Yeah.
Reach yourself over, mate.
Bluey.
Kick the rod out and look at the side of it, mate, like this. Look at the side of the boat.
Yes.
Nice bluefin.
Nice bluefin.
Stop whining. Pick them up. That was the bluefin.
That's the bluey.
Yeah.
Oh!
Wow.
Good fish. Right guys, we've come to the end of another great show. As you've seen, all these guys caught fish today. And big thanks to Steve from Bagout Fishing Tartars. Put us on the money, put us on the fish. And Simon for driving for help. Sorry Simon, who's holding the camera at the moment. Well guys, what do you think?
Fantastic.
Awesome. Good. Now for any information guys, go to thatsfishing.com.au and you'll find out this bloke at the email address of course, and you can email him or find out all his links and everything else you want to know about Steve. So until next week,
That's fishing!
and don't forget to go to thatsfishing.com.au. I'm Brian Sanders. Catch you later.
See ya.
That's fishing!